6197.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Power Hour with two-time national champion Todd Uhlir. Powered by Window World of Lincoln and Set the Bar Subs on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What is up, Lincoln? It is Todd Uhlir here in the Power Hour here at 93.7 The Ticket. You got Jackson with me. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
We've got a special guest we'll introduce here in a bit, but it's Memorial Day weekend, and I'm not a CrossFitter by any means, and but I was invited out to Ironborn Fitness, home of CTA CrossFit here in Lincoln, to do the Murph. Jackson, have you done the Murph?
I have. I've done a modified version.
No,
of the Murph.
no, I did the full thing.
I haven't done the. I haven't done the.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm that
So
good at pull-ups.
Pull-ups kicked my tail today too. Like I had a friend, Deanna and Keith, invited me, and I show up, like I'm registering, and I see Grant Winstrom is registered.
Oh wow!
Eric Ingwerson's registered, and so is Grant's daughter, who plays soccer at Nebraska, and Grant's wife, who's done some amazing things in CrossFit. I think she's actually competed in the Open. So I've kind of followed her career and that kind of stuff. But so they invited me out, and I thought, oh man, I had to do a modified because I don't run. Okay, look at me. I'm not built to run. I'm 5'9", kind of square bodied. So I did the bike, which was still killer. So you had to do 96 calories burnt on the bike. My first bike was 8 minutes, 13 seconds. I felt pretty good about that. Like, that's faster than I can run a mile. I'll guarantee it. Like, I can't run. Like, I have a new knee. I got a back that I'm having surgery on in 2 weeks. Yeah,
there we go.
2 weeks.
That's
so I have a really bad bulging disc. I'm L5S1. My doctor doesn't even know how I'm standing most of the time. He's like, I don't know. Like, and you work out every day? I'm like, yeah, I just kind of push through it. Right. I do have some great supplementation, but we'll talk about here. So I've never done it. I wasn't the push-ups and the squats. I wasn't too worried about it. It was the pull-ups. Unfortunately, I'm old school pull-up guy. So underhand, strict. So it really was difficult because, those guys are, what do they call it? Kipping? Something like that.
Oh yeah.
I cannot kip. The little, you kind of get momentum and all this stuff. And that looks way easier than what I'm doing. Way easier. And I would say my first 75 pull-ups were solid. The last 25 were pretty ugly. So, but I got it done. Ended up at 55 minutes, 3 seconds. My second bike ride took me 11 minutes and 45 seconds. I wear a heart rate monitor for every single workout. I've done that for 2016 days in a row now. I've actually had the heart rate monitor for over 9 years. I'm coming up on 10 years of the heart rate monitor. And once again, I just turned 50 in January. I hurt my back in December that needs surgery. I am training at a level I haven't trained at with this heart rate monitor in 9 years. It's crazy.
Is it the peptide?
It's a couple different things, I think. I'm calling it the unstoppable stack. So we'll dive into that. But I want to, big shout out to Ironborn Fitness and CTA CrossFit for hosting the Murph today. It was awesome. I did not beat Grant, but this is the best part. Grant beat Eric. Grant is 49 years old. I think he's a year younger than me. Eric is in college.
He was here not that long ago. Grant looks like he hasn't really
that long ago. He was here. He came in a year behind me.
No, I'm talking about he was like in the station.
Yeah, he looks
my
great.
bad.
Right. Yeah.
He was in the station not that long ago.
He looks great.
But you can still play. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I got hit by him a couple times. It's lots of fun. That's why my back's messed up. I got hit by guys like that. So I have a picture. I'll post it on my Facebook. But I am standing next to these two guys, and I look like I'm a baby. Like, they are tall. Like, I don't know. Grant's probably 6'5", 6'4" at least, and Eric's like 6'8". He's ridiculously tall. Like, you saw the picture, didn't you?
I didn't realize that was him.
I looked like a little baby.
You did.
Next to them. I mean, besides the gray facial
a big,
hair.
strong baby.
Right, the gray facial hair. So big shout out to I got this awesome, my first Murph t-shirt. Super stoked about it. I'll do it again. I'll do it next year. I might prep for it a little more. I mean, I train every day, but and honestly, my goal was to be able to do 50 pull-ups without stopping on my 50th birthday. And I was up to 37 in a row before I got hurt in December. And then it was like, okay, that's not going to happen. I'm going to have to do 51 in a row next year. So had I been a little more prepared with the pull-ups, I think I probably would have had a little better time. I don't know what a good time is, especially since I'm riding the bike and I'm not running the mile. I didn't have the 20-pound vest on. Maybe next year I'll have the 20, especially with the way the supplementation's been going for me and the way the training's been going. But I've got probably a 12-week recovery from the surgery. So they're fusing my L5S1. Not good. And they're doing a little cleanup on my L4, L5. So, but yeah, so awesome. Shout out to them. They put on a great event. If you want to check them out, go to ironbornfitness.com and tell them you heard it here on the Power Hour, and go check it out. I'm not suggest I would not, like, I've never done the Murph before. I've heard of it. I've done a lot of variations of different kind of training like that. I would not suggest doing the Murph just randomly. You probably shouldn't be like, hey, I haven't worked out in a year.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to go do the Murph. Probably not a good idea. At least put a heart rate monitor on. I had to, because of how I've been supplementing in the things that I've been using that are 100% legal. I want to state that. I have to watch my heart rate because I can just push right through. It's crazy. So I really got to work on not overtraining and hurting myself worse, to be real honest. So with that, we're gonna jump into the rest of the show here. I want to introduce my guest, Kristen Klaus.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Thanks, Todd.
She has spent over a decade in functional medicine with experience in microbiome health and bioavailability innovation. You get big words from me here. So I'm a football player.
You sound fancy.
She's worked with several cutting-edge biotech startups and is currently focused on advancing peptide delivery through buccal absorption technologies. And so before you take out, like, get into your story and stuff like that, I met her through a friend, said, hey, check out these peptides. And I've heard of peptides for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. Never really trusted it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you had to inject them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, anything you got to inject, you needed a prescription.
Right.
Right. Any of that. So I'm kind of like, that's kind of in the gray area for me. Right. Now I've done TRT in the past because it, was prescribed for me, that kind of stuff. I'm 50. Right. Haven't been on TRT for over 4 years. But so I never really messed with them. I did do, one round back in early 2020 with Limitless Male.
Okay.
They did with my TRT, did a month, and I was like, I'm not paying that much for this. I don't feel a huge benefit. Was it
one of the GLPs or?
It was supposed to be an HGH one.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what it was. And I was like, and then I got hurt.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have found BPC 157 sooner. So, Kristen, give us a little. You grew up here in Lincoln.
I did.
Like, this is we've got hometown girl here.
Red.
There we go.
Go Big Red. She's just moved back recently from LA. Spent 10 years out in the Pasadena area, working with some cool startups, biotech, wellness stuff. I love it. Functional medicine. That's really, kind of coming up a lot anymore. Like, it's a huge deal, especially now that I'm 50, right? Like,
right.
Probably should, like, Jackson, you should be focusing on this, but it's hard to do at that age, right? So give us a little background of you and what got you into peptides, and we'll kind of talk about our partnership with that.
Cool. So I'm trying to, I think 2012 got into the industry, and I was selling medical grade supplements. And so they're called nutraceuticals. And nutraceuticals are held to a higher standard because they have like a regulatory body making sure what's on the label is in the product. So you could go to like Whole Foods or something and say like, oh, it's Whole Foods. It's got to be a good supplement. But there's no like regulatory body overseeing like their supplements or saying like, okay, they say they have 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Do they have 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C? Of course, Whole Foods does their own due diligence. They're probably good supplements. But what I saw being in the industry for so long was we were all using like grade A raw ingredients. But what matters most is how you're absorbing them.
Mm-hmm.
So like bioavailability, that's like a
Mm-hmm.
fancy word for like how you're absorbing these supplements. So that led me to working for a supplement company that did nano liposome delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they'll take a vitamin C and it'll deliver in a nano liposome, penetrating the cell membrane, intracellular nutrition, like all
Mhm.
of that fancy stuff. But you're absorbing like 95% of it. So from there, I got into peptides because when you look at the human body and you're taking like a vitamin C or a plant, right? It's like, okay, so vitamin C found in nature through, let's say, an orange. And our body's like, okay, I can absorb this. I think I recognize what it is. But when you're using a bioidentical peptide, bioidentical is exactly bioidentical, life bio, identical to your body. So it's like we make BPC in our stomach. I I don't want your stomach juices being injected in me.
No,
So I'm like,
thank
so we
you.
make it in a lab. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And all a peptide is a chain of amino acids. So a protein is a chain of amino acids, but a protein is like a really long chain of amino acids.
Mhm.
And I'm sure like your listeners know amino
Yeah.
acids and like
Yeah,
all that.
absolutely.
Yeah. So yep.
Protein, amino
Yeah,
acids,
proteins, amino acids.
BCAAs,
Yeah, the branch
EAAs. Yeah.
chain. Yeah, exactly. So when you're looking at a peptide, you could call it like a mini protein, but they do miraculous things in the body. So we're all hearing about GLPs. That's a peptide.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's a peptide.
Yep.
So, but so is insulin, and so is oxytocin. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like you feel in love, and your brain it's actually your thymus and pituitary and all this like producing oxytocin. It's like peptide. Yeah. So BPC, the one that you were
Yep.
referring to, it's a chain of like 9 amino acids, I think. And it is identical. So we make it in a lab, very clean, very good source, and it's identical to what your body produces. So when you take it, and now there are other forms
Yeah.
other than injection, because
Don't
that's
have
like
to inject it.
yeah, you don't have to
It
inject
makes me feel
exactly.
just like
Yeah.
it's safer for some reason.
Well, and that's like I don't really like speaking about it's like a regulatory gray space in general.
Right.
A lot of people aren't comfortable with it. I get it.
Mhm.
But gosh, like before a couple years ago, that was like the only way to get peptides into your system. So they weren't like widely understood or widely known because most people don't want to inject unless it's like, okay, you're going to lose 40 pounds in a month and people are like, inject it.
Alright,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So that's why the GLPs kind of made it like, all right, these things really work. Let's take a look. And they kind of blew up. But there are other mechanisms of delivery. I don't know if you want to get into that
Yeah.
now or
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, we got a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time to talk about. But yeah, I'd like just kind of tell us like the main like GLPs. Let's just get that out. Like they work.
They work.
I mean, but the problem is people are not potentially using them correctly.
Well,
That's a huge problem.
And that is a longer chained peptide, so a longer amino acid chain. And it's not effectively delivered in any other way but injection. Like the R&D space is huge for that right now. They're trying to figure it out. But right now, the only bioavailable source of GLP is injection.
I've never used that. I don't think I really need it. Like,
no, yeah.
you know,
I mean, you can. It really shuts off food noise. Like, and I don't want to give medical advice, but they're used in other situations. So if somebody has, addiction, it's like shutting off the noise because it shuts off the food noise, and it's just like I just don't want
I just
that.
love food though. I don't want the noise turned off.
And
I like
it's like,
to eat.
okay, but do you like chicken and rice, or do you like? Does your body say like you absolutely need that donut? You need it right now.
I grew up in a Burger King. Literally.
Okay. So does
I
your
love
body,
fast
does
food.
it say you
Yes.
need a Whopper?
Yes.
Oh,
all the
no,
time.
Todd, your
I
body's
know.
not going to get better if
I
you
know,
keep eating
right?
Whoppers.
I don't eat it, but I'm fairly good at resisting that.
Okay. See?
For
Because
the
that's
most part.
because your
For the
body,
most
your
part.
gastric juices are producing something, communicating with your brain, saying, you.
My
Yeah.
downfall, honestly, is
Yeah.
ice cream. I mean, my grandkid, she's gonna be 2 next. Well,
Wow,
soon.
you're a grandpa?
Yeah, I'm a grandpa.
Well, great.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. She calls me Grandpa Ice Cream.
Okay. Yeah.
So- and my little 4-month-old is gonna call me probably Grandpa Ice Cream too. Do love my ice cream, but that's why I work
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah.
But it does obviously create. I mean, sugar. Can we talk about
Yeah,
sugar?
absolutely.
I mean,
So
it absolutely is
it's just
chaos, right?
yeah,
In your
it's
system.
chaos. Yeah, it's inflammatory. So like if you think about fat and carbs, like people talk crap about them, but they do have some sort of nutritional benefit. Sugar has like none.
None.
Yeah, none.
Right.
So it's a inflammatory cascade.
And so when I talk to my clients and people that I work with, I really talk about added sugars.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I tell them, like, you need to stay away from added sugars. Like there's like you said, fruit, it has sugar in
Absolutely.
it.
Right.
Right.
And it has a ton of polyphenols, which
Yeah.
feed your healthy
Yeah.
gut bacteria. Yeah, a ton of stuff.
So when I tell people, I'm like, listen, we're looking, like, if you look at a label and it has added sugars,
Yeah.
don't eat it, right?
Well, and
shouldn't.
like processed food. So if it has a label, maybe, and it's just like, listen, that's not feasible. Like whole food's the best, right? So you get food in its whole form, like that's going to be the best. But if you're looking at a label, it's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
and the added
processed.
sugars, so it's sneaky because like it'll say, 12 grams of sugar and then 12 grams of added.
Added, right?
That is 24 grams of sugar. That is not just 12. That's 24.
Huh.
So
Something new every day. Great. Well, and in that added sugar, from what I've come to know, is like addictive.
It's highly addictive. Yeah.
Right?
There's
Like,
that.
I mean, high fructose corn syrup is an added sugar,
Mhm.
right? It was basically discovered and put in Coca-Cola, from what I understand. That's really
Yeah.
like when they changed their thing, and it's addictive.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's tons of studies with mice, at least, that I've read about sugar and being addictive and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So looks like we're going to go to break here shortly, Jackson.
Yeah, we can get the break.
All right. So when we come back from break, we're going to talk about this new delivery system, how they can get it,
Mhm.
because it's kind of cool. We've partnered up on that, and why and what is available.
Yep.
And what they do and all those good things. So stay tuned for that. After the break, we're here at 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir. We'll be right back.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros, because we tread differently.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models, from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's. 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Authentic Mexican food is not always easy to find, but you can find it in Lincoln at Tacos Los Hermanos. Their birria tacos are worth the drive from anywhere in town, but their chicken, chorizo, al pastor, and asada tacos are also worth the trip. You can also try any of those meats in a burrito or quesadilla. You won't find a better toppings bar in the area or better dessert options. If you can't get there, don't worry, they do deliver as well. Stop by Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock Streets in Lincoln.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here on the Power Hour. I'm your host, Todd Uhlir. I'm here with special guest, Kristen Klaus, Lincoln native. Moved back. I'm excited that you're back here. Dude brings a wealth of knowledge in the peptide area. And as a 50-year-old, I want to live as long and as healthy as possible. And that's my goal inside of what I do in the STB locker room community. And so, peptides have been on my mind for a while. But like I said earlier, just injecting them just gave me just that weird gray area feeling. So when I was introduced to the way that you got the company you're working with, Instamed,
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Is delivering these. So I'm going to let you talk about that and how they came to that and the bioavailability of these things. Right. So first question I get when I talk to people that have used injections.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, you can take this in a strip now. Is it as good as the injections, right? So give us a little background on that, how it came from, and obviously you've already said the GLPs are too long of a chain for different delivery currently, but hopefully someday they master that, right? So give us a little bit of that.
Yeah. So a buccal delivery, like our cheek is the buccal. Our mouth has a ton of like mucosal membranes, and it's very vascular. So you put a strip in your mouth, and it also loves amino acids. So you put a strip in your mouth, you hold it for about 30 seconds, and it's in your bloodstream like within minutes. So if you think about injection, which I have to say, I know you keep saying a gray area, but it's regulatory. It's gray too. It's just like, I don't know. But there's no issue with the strips. It's an amino acid. It's a dietary supplement. But it's just in a bioidentical peptide form. So the bioavailability is over 90%, whereas an injection, just if we are going to compare it, it's sub-Q. So it has to go through your fat. So when you inject it into your fat, you have to think about it like your fat doesn't really bleed. There's not it's not very vascular. So by the time it gets to your bloodstream and your body's like 98.6 degrees, like the peptide breaks down. So we're doing PK studies right now with the University of Massachusetts Pharmacology Department, and we're actually showing higher bioavailability in the strips because
That's
of the
awesome.
yes, that's amazing. You do not no needles.
Right.
But again, smaller chain amino acids are the only things that we're effectively delivering right now. So we're thinking like BPC 157.
So
Yeah.
I was introduced to, let's talk about BPC 157. I was introduced to it a couple different times. It's called the Wolverine peptide. It's called a lot of different things. Never used it until I got the strips, to be real honest. Because
and how do you feel?
I've been 4 weeks now, and things are, obviously my back is pretty messed up. I don't think we're fixing that, but my back was affecting my hip, my shoulder. I started playing pickleball. Have you ever played pickleball?
No,
You haven't played
tennis,
yet.
but I like tennis. So.
She was a tennis player, so we're gonna end up playing pickleball
for fun.
Yeah,
but I was good.
So I started playing pickleball. Shoulder started. I swing hard. Like everything I do is maybe a little harder than it needs to be. But so started having some shoulder issues. So BPC, boom, hips feeling great, shoulders feeling better. I'd still swing too hard. So But I'm enjoying it. Like only 4 weeks in, and then obviously coming up on the surgery, I'm excited to see the recovery. Right,
is going to be big. Yeah.
But so tell us, like, what does BPC 157? What's it supposed to do?
Right. Well, I do want to comment on, it's like it's not going to take the place of surgery, but I do have orthopedic docs who are like entering functional medicine specifically because of peptides. And they're like, we got to get on board. Like, BPC is body protective compound 157. So it does provide rapid healing. It's going to, if taken orally, it is obviously working systemically, and it's going to go where the most inflammation is in your body. So for you got a lot of inflammation, but a lot of us have like a lot of gut inflammation too. So it's really good at healing. It's really good at healing injuries and working towards healing injuries, but it's also used for Crohn's, colitis, IBS, anything that's like inflammatory in the gut. Now, that being said, like if somebody has an injury, but they have a lot of gut inflammation, usually it's going to go to the gut first. That's how it kind of works.
Yeah.
But so you give it some more time even.
So I've heard, and then you see the Facebook ads and you see all this stuff, right? So I never know what to believe on most of those things. But hey, I tore my meniscus, and I was injecting this BPC into it, and now my meniscus is completely healed. I have a hard time believing 100% of that. Could it relieve some of maybe there are studies, and maybe I'm just
Well, and like
think
what
it's
you
crazy.
said, I think the issue is it's not really healing. So when it addresses the inflammation, people feel better.
Mhm.
And so then, you could like re-injure yourself or
Mhm.
you're not all the way healed yet. Like you still have to kind of like do everything else you were doing if it was like physical therapy or,
Mhm. Right.
so it facilitates healing. So if you're doing, you're going to have surgery, like
Mhm.
BPC is going to facilitate the healing.
Yeah.
Or it's said to, allegedly. But
Okay,
it's
right,
great. It's
right.
work. Yeah.
So how long have you been using BPC?
Yeah, so well, I'm breastfeeding.
Yeah.
But I actually can use BPC. I do cycle on and off. So I wanted to wait until my baby was over a year.
Mhm.
So she's 14 months now. So I've been using it for about 2 months.
Okay.
And I mean, I love it. Like I think uh, for nerve pain, for um gosh, just random little bruises from my kids and from
Mhm.
everything, it's just like for me, I feel a strip within like 15 minutes.
Mhm.
It's not that rapid for some people, but um I feel rapid relief. And then, the half-life of BPC is like 6 hours, but over time, obviously, it's gonna compound. And
Okay, and
yeah.
so I've been taking strips Monday through Friday.
Mhm.
Been taking one.
Yeah.
Somebody just told me I can take two.
Yeah.
Guess what?
For
I'll be
severe
taking two.
pain, so yeah.
Well, I have severe pain.
Mhm.
But you take 2 days off.
Yeah.
Kind of why is like I've always
Yeah.
wondered, why do we cycle off for
Mhm.
2 days?
So you want your receptors to continue to work, right? So like our body, this is bioidentical. It's highly bioavailable. Like your body's going to be like, "Oh, I'm getting this like
So I don't need to
outer
make it.
source. I don't need to make it."
Ah.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah. So cycle off, your body will do the work still.
Perfect. All right. So the next one that I am personally using now that it's in strips
Yep.
is CJC 1295. So tell us a little bit about that one, what it does. And
Mhm.
I do feel that one
Yeah.
almost instantly. Like
Do you ever get like a flush
Oh
from
yeah.
it or
Yeah.
okay. Yep.
Yeah. You feel
Mhm.
it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So CJC is a secretagogue, it's called. So our pituitary produces human growth hormone. CJC is like one of the most natural, gentle secretagogues there are. When you go and you're talking human growth hormone, like, there's a pretty big
Semamorelin.
Semamorelin, tesamorelin, yes, all of those, but like all the way up to like when you're
Yeah,
doing some juicing or
right,
whatever,
right,
it's
right.
like not good, but this is literally working with your body. It's very gentle. As we age, after 15% of our human growth hormone declines every decade. So by 60, and you hear these people, you're like, I just don't feel the same. And I mean, I feel like that at 38. But then
Wait till you're 50.
I mean, yeah, and you're saying like, oh, why I wake up in the morning and my ankles hurt, or I can't sleep and I can't do this. Well, your pituitary gland does a lot, right? So we have circadian rhythm. Why we sleep is, it's like, okay, it's time to go to bed and melatonin starts producing. It's time to wake up and cortisol starts, kind of
Mhm.
working for you. Where that CJC is just optimizing your pituitary gland's health. And it's just saying like, hey, like let's get back to that youthful vitality where you're sleeping deep and you were waking up and feeling good. Um, Also, like, it's easier at 20. Yeah, I was looking at you.
Mhm.
It was, like, easier at 20 to, maybe eat a cheeseburger and not be affected by it, right? Or something. It's like, basically, it can recomp your body, in a gentle but effective way. So, lean body, lean muscle, fat
Yeah.
turns to lean muscle. Mhm.
I've noticed significant. So I'm a fitness guy, right?
Yeah.
So I track my sleep. You saw my sleep, and you're still telling me it's
Mhm.
horrible. But like, I had a 76 last
No, your
night.
sleep isn't bad. Your
Yeah,
HRV is
my
what we have to
HRV,
work
whatever.
on. Yeah.
But I had a 76 last night. I'm telling you, before these peptides, it was like my high score was like 61.
Yeah.
Like
CJC
high
is
score.
right. Well, and can I pause really quick and
Yeah.
give a little disclaimer? Because I want to say, like, these peptides are amazing, right? But it's not for everyone because
Mhm.
you do have to be aware, like, these things are rapidly healing. And like BPC, I just want to go back on that really quickly. Because it's rapidly healing tissues, right? So if it's like just if you have a known tumor, it's just like
Mhm.
somebody should stay away from it. Somebody shouldn't be doing something like this. But I've worked
Yes.
in the supplement space for so many years where I mean supplements can regenerate tissues. And we're not talking about that and giving the disclaimer. But in the 1970s, people were scared of vitamin D. And like right now, people are scared of peptides. And I want to say these are an amazing tool for a healthy individual that, is working to optimize their aging and optimize their health. It can be an amazing tool, but they're not for everyone.
Right. Well, I didn't know this until I started talking to Kristen. I'm like BPC 157. My little brother's been taking it. My little brother's had cancer since 2015. And she's like, no, get him off right away. So I was like,
Yeah.
not from me. He did not get it from me.
His
all right?
doctor gave it to him? Somebody did?
Somebody in the natural. So he's pretty far along in the
Yeah.
cancer battle. So
Yeah.
somebody said, hey, I used this. I cured my cancer. right?
Oh, no.
So it
Well,
was a
that's
friend
something
that
you should never you should
yeah.
probably run if they say that.
So please, all of if you've been
Yeah.
diagnosed with cancer, do not
Right.
use BPC 157. He has not been taking it for a while. There is another one that really does help with
Well, and
potentially.
this is something again, like, I don't want to give medical advice.
Mhm.
That's why I added in that allegedly, because I just want to say like these are tools that can really, really help somebody optimize their health and
Mhm.
age optimally. I don't like to say like prevent aging or anti-aging. It's like
And we're all
we're
gonna
gonna
get
do
old.
it, so
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's optimize it.
Let's
So,
optimize it. I like that.
yeah. But it is something that just be aware of. So we have a very modest approach to this. Some of those other HGHs that you were even talking
Mhm.
about are much more aggressive.
Mhm.
And I mean, they're on the market. They're a dietary supplement. Like, I wouldn't recommend just Googling these things. It's the wild west out there. I was talking about quality. I was talking about bioavailability. Like it's
Yeah.
scary out there right now because they're so popular. So it's like really
So
coming out.
everybody's trying to make their dollar off
Yeah,
of it, right?
you've got to
And
use a
so compounds,
Yes.
right? Like
Yeah.
I've heard that. I don't know what that is. Like, so
Mhm.
hey, they're compounding it. So you may get 50%, you may get
Well, and like there's
25%.
things added in and all that. That's,
Yeah.
it's just like right now it's just like using a good source is like the most important thing. Um and then, knowing it's just like they work fast. They're so amazing. So you want to do all of them. It's just like, it's like BPC, fine. BPC at CJC stack, fine, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that stack
Mhm.
along with another product that I've been using for 5 months, and we're about to let the cat out of the bag on that one. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But so I'm calling it my unstoppable stack.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been training like better than I have in a long time, especially now adding the last 4 weeks with BPC and CJC.
Mhm.
Track every single workout. It's crazy. So there is a couple other ones that are available in the strips, and you can get these at setthebarsubs.com. They are available there with a discount already. There's already a discount on there. And then you can use Power Hour and get another discount on top of that. So, but so the next one would be like the skin one.
Yeah, so GHK, so that one is like it was big in LA and it's coming around here. People are using it topically, which again, there's some absorption transdermally. But that chaperones copper to where it needs to go. So it's helping elasticity, it's helping regrow hair. People are regrowing hair in their original color. So yeah, your hair might come back and it's black or
Black?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I better
So
get some of that
yeah.
stuff.
So that is like the beauty peptide.
Okay, beauty peptide. And then we
Mhm.
have TA1.
Yep. Thymosin alpha, that is more used in a like chronic illness and people even acute illness.
Mhm.
So
Kind of an immune.
it's an immune modulatory peptide. Yeah. So it's going to optimize immunity, kind of retrain the immune system for people who have had chronic illness. I don't know. I think that, again, that's probably one you would work with your doc unless, you were well aware
Yeah.
of something you've had and wanted to kind of,
Right.
yeah.
And then the last one is PT
141.
141.
Yep.
Yeah. Have not tried this one.
Yep.
but
So
it's
that's for the fun
feel good.
time.
The
Feel good. Yeah. So, and that's something that works rapidly. Again, you put it in your mouth. And so, like, I don't know how long Viagra takes to work, but I think it's a lot quicker than that.
either.
And it's for women too. So it's going to increase blood flow. It also has a little oxytocin added.
Oh.
So fun time and
Okay.
feel good too.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to go to break and we're going to come back with the last segment and we'll talk a little bit more about peptides and where you can get them and all that good stuff. And we'll be back after these messages here on 93.7 The Ticket on the Power Hour.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back for the last segment here on the Power Hour. Thanks for joining us today. I got Kristen Klaus here, excited about these peptides, but let's talk about so when my business partner, Coach Denny, and I created Set the Bar Sups, we did it for our clients. We literally 90% of our traffic and what we sell on our website is from our clients. All right. So we run different training programs, that kind of stuff. And we say, hey, you need this, this, and that. We're not prescribing that by any means. I'm not a doctor,
Right.
but we're saying, hey, these are what we suggest to do, right? We do greens, we do protein. That's the mainstay. I would say 95% of all of our clients are on greens and protein every single day. I take greens and protein. I have now for, as long as I've been doing this little 2,000 day thing. And I just think that's the best way to start. And the reason we did it is because a lot of our clients were going out to Walmart, buying 6-star protein.
Yeah.
And so, I got protein and it's half the cost of yours. And I'm like, yeah. So then we discount to our clients as well. Right. So if you're a client of ours, you don't ever pay retail. But it's the biggest thing is the third party testing, NSF certified, all of our stuff's that we sourced it. We know what's in it. It's if it says 25 grams of protein, it has 25 grams of protein. Right. And I think that too, we were just talking about this before the break, peptides have gotten so hot. And that's why I wanted to bring this up today on the show is you can Google BPC 157 and there's a million sources out there. So what should people be looking for and why would they want to use the ones available at Set the Bar Sups versus all the others, the cheap stuff out on the internet?
Right. Well, and I mean, and for supplements too, you have to be careful because if you're getting a good deal, it costs a certain amount to make a high quality protein or high quality peptide and all of that stuff. And the peptides first. So all the supplements, I think that's great. People are lacking greens and minerals and vitamins and all of that and lacking protein. And the fact that they're tested because greens coming from the ground isn't what it used to be 500 years ago. We had a lot more minerals.
Not what it is 50 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then also the heavy metals and the toxins that come from the ground. So the fact that that's tested is super important. And then that NSF certification, super important. So when you're looking for peptides, it's really important that they're third-party tested. Our peptides are tested once in-house, twice out by ISO certified labs, which is the highest standard. So really, really important that you're getting good quality. I wouldn't suggest ever buying peptides online. I think even more is just be careful for what you hear on social media. It's that they can spend a ton of money on marketing, but there's some scary stuff out there.
Yeah.
Supplements and peptides.
Both. Yeah.
Both. Yeah.
I got a fat burner one time
Mm-hmm.
and it says, take 2. I said, I'm going to take 1. I almost ended up in the ER.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is probably 10 years ago.
Mhm.
So when we designed our fat burning thing, we made sure that it was, the minimal amount of caffeine, the
Yeah.
minimum, I can take my, the Set the Bar Sups fat burner. I take one in the morning, one in the afternoon when I'm on a cut. I don't take it when I'm not cutting. I like when I'm bulking. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I thought I was going to die
Yeah. And I mean,
from
that's
one pill and it had warnings on there, right?
right.
It's like,
Well, that was nice of them because they didn't have to even do that. Like,
Yeah.
again, there's no regulatory body that's saying like, hey, I remember like Sugar Bear Hair was on Instagram. It was just like, I don't know if that was probably in your guys' algorithm, but like mine was like Sugar Bear Hair. And it was just like, it didn't make sense. It was just sugar. I mean, it probably wasn't dangerous, but it was just sugar and they were selling it for, $60 or something. But it's just really scary because some of the stuff, it's like, especially if you're getting stuff from the dirt or from the ocean, like it can contain tons of toxins. So
Yeah, I think too, it's so much of today with social media, with marketing, with the opportunity that, Zuckerberg presents. I do Facebook ads.
Yeah.
I do websites. I sell online. It's given me an opportunity to, get to more people.
and you're a high quality source. Like there is good stuff on there, but you have
Yeah.
to look for keywords. NSF is one of them.
Yeah. So, but and I go through a lot of trainings, Russell Brunson, Garrett White, different guy, Alex Hermosi. I've worked with him personally. Pretty crazy story there. If you don't know who Alex is, he's awesome.
Okay, cool.
Just Google him.
Yeah.
I've had some great mentors and they all say like, I need you to promise me to do this for good
Mhm.
because what we're going to teach you like can be done for bad. And I think like I stay off Facebook a lot. Like I post and then I took my entire group off Facebook. It's now in an app. So my guys don't even have to see Facebook if they never want to. So we used to do it all in a Facebook group. But I just got so tired of seeing stuff.
Well, and
like,
it's not all malicious. Some of
No.
these people don't know. It's
Right.
like they think that like, okay, sea moss has good iodine and minerals. And it's like, but all the heavy metals and all
Right.
of that stuff. So sometimes they just don't know.
So I think this is a really good one, and we'll getting close to the end here. So we came out with our greens, back in April. We launched in 2021. We came out with our greens product. It's awesome. Tastes like apple cinnamon turnover. Doesn't taste like dirt, right? So
Or
there's a
ale.
big AG1. You might have heard of
Yeah, of
them,
course.
right?
Yeah, athletic greens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it used to be athletic greens. Now it's just AG1.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like
Okay.
they keep reiterating. Like, dude, I think this personally. Whatever. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
We came out with our greens, and I've never bought athletic green. Well, I take that back. I bought it when they first came out, and it just it tasted like dirt. And I'm like, I can't drink this.
Right.
Like, I can't even plug my nose and
Compliance
drink
is
it.
an issue. Yeah.
So we came out with our greens, and one of our clients, Josh, he ran out, and we ran out. So we were out, and he's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna order some off of Amazon."
Okay.
And so he ordered he ordered 2 different greens off of Amazon. He called me 2 days after he got it. And he said, Todd, I'm like, my gut hurts.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to the bathroom way too often. He goes, man, could it be the greens?
That's a whole nother issue.
So-
Counterfeit products on Amazon.
So here's what happens.
Yeah.
He goes on to their reviews and looks at the reviews and he sees somebody using a magnet to test the greens. And so he takes the greens he got from Amazon and takes a magnet, scoops it up, and you can literally see the metals going to the magnet from the greens.
And I mean, that's just like a in your kitchen home test. Yeah.
Right? Okay. So we're out of greens. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I know our products are good. I know our products.
Yeah.
So our greens come in and he does a video. Nothing to that magnet.
Right.
I'm like, thank goodness.
Well, when it's tested,
Yeah.
like that'll come up. And I mean, I
Right.
do have to say, like, even nutraceuticals, like, listen, the dirt is just not what it used to be, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like when you have something, cilantro detoxifies heavy metals, but it's going to have trace amounts of metals in it. But it's like, what amount is allowable? That's how bad it is. Because
Mhm.
it's just like, okay, we're going to have to allow some. Now, those are for natural products. But when you are making a high quality bioidentical synthetic peptide, you can avoid all of that because it's like made in the lab.
Yes, made in
It's
the lab.
clean.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Kristen, for joining us. Go to setthebarsups.com. Check out BPC 157, CJC 1295, PT 141. That sounds like a good time. TA1 and GHK. I always forget that one. I think I'm going to have to try that one.
Yeah.
My daughter's
Next
a
time I'll see you-
dermatologist.
Yeah.
And so
dermatologists in LA were all over it.
yeah,
So, I'm sure
so I'm gonna
it'll
have
be
to
here
talk
soon.
to her a little bit about it. So I appreciate you for coming in. I'm not in the studio very often, so this is good, Jackson. I love being here. And Kristen, thank you so much for your wealth of knowledge and showing up and leaving your kids at home with your mom and sneaking out
Yeah.
and all that. So
Yeah.
And we will play pickleball at some point. So
Sounds good.
guys, have a great Memorial Day weekend. We will see you next Saturday, 1:00 here on the Ticket with the Power Hour. God bless, much love, and peace out.